Hello again and welcome. Today I want to talk about um, something that was a little difficult for me at first, so I wanted to practice a little more and maybe clear some things up for myself and you guys. So we're going to be talking about nested arrays and how to extract data. So in this particular instance, we have some multi-dimensional arrays. You can see in here, uh, this I have this Tab 9 Pro, and it makes it a little easier to understand this, but you won't always have this. So we have the outer array here in the yellow, and then we have our array 0 here in pink, and we have another inner array in pink right here, and then in that inner array is the blue one. So this color coding helps a little bit. So if we wanted to access, let's say, Python, um, a way we could do that is we first need to get into this array, right? So let's very first thing, um, let's run our array. So we can run this code and we'll see the whole entire thing. To get into our first array, remember arrays start uh, at 0, their position. So let's say we had this array here and we had it equaled 1. Okay, we'll just do it like that. This is actually going to be the 0 position, the 1 position, and so on and so forth. So this position right here is actually 0. This position is actually 1. It's 1 ahead, right? So in this case, this is our outer array, and this is our first inner array. So this would be 0. So let's go ahead and we'll leave this here just so it's something to look at. Maybe you guys will understand a little bit easier, but let's go ahead and go into that first array, which is 0, and we should get ABC 1, 2, 3. That's what we have here. Let's go ahead and go into the next array, which is going to be pretty much where everything else is. So that will be array 1. If this is 0, this is 1. So let's do that now. And we'll have HTML, Python, Ruby. So in order to get this Python object, we want to go into our next one. Since we're in this array right now, this is our starting point now. So we are going to enter a new array here. So if we have the first position, then we know that this is going to be 0 and this is going to be 1. So we're going to put 1 here again, and this will bring us into this Python Ruby one. We can go ahead and run this just to confirm that. It's very good to run your program as you code. You don't want to code a bunch of lines and a bunch of stuff and have it mess up and have syntax errors and not know where your errors is. So testing often is very good. So now that we're in this Python Ruby, now it's easier because it's a single array. So if you remember, 0 is 1 and 1 is 2. So we want Python, so that's going to be 0, and this should give us Python. Now, if we wanted to, let's say, select HTML right here, we go into our first array, 1, which is this one, right? And then we're going to select 0 to put us in this first array. And now we have HTML. I believe we could do dot join like that, and we'll get just HTML outside of the array if you wanted it like that. Um, and basically, this is just taking it out of an array and um, joining it together. You could also do something like I believe you can call that on it. Yeah, see, then you're gonna get that funky stuff. So I usually will use a join method to get just the actual string itself. So that's about it. In wrapping up, I do want to show you. Let me show you another trick. Say we had this given to us like this as a multi-dimensional array, and we wanted to turn this into one single array. There is a method you could do that with. Well, I believe there's a destructive method and a non-destructive method. So we'll do the non-destructive first because a lot of the times you're not necessarily wanting to destruct your object that you're working with. So we'll say new array equals array dot flatten. Now, if we do this and we just print our oops, what happened there? Okay, if we do that and we print our new array, we should get all of it together, ABC 1 2 3, just like that. Now if we go and print our array, you'll see that it's still it's not it wasn't a destructive method. Now if you wanted to destruct it, if you wanted to change this to this right here permanently, you can call the destructed method on it, and that will actually change it permanently for good. So anyways, I hope this was an informative video. If you have any suggestions on what you want me to cover next, please do put them in the comments, because I'm just kind of I'm kind of going over stuff that I had problems with at first understanding, and go from there. So anyways, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and until next time, have a great day.